it's over. I don't know what to say. I'm not sure what to add. So much has already been commented or said about the Cobra, and I'm sorry I couldn't produce a video better than this, but my initial thing was to do a bonfire or a fire pit, do like a eulogy, but maybe the rain is a little more thematic. I never knew Cobra. I only knew him the same way everyone knew about him from the internet. But being on the autistic spectrum, on the, I guess, more developed end, and also being a fan of metal, the guy matters. The guy matters to me, people like me, in ways I only hope he begun to appreciate. In ways I know his father appreciated. In ways that I know that the world at large will be is a lesser place without him. And I really want to make this more elaborate, but the initial shock of the news has kind of is in the process of dimming down, but it's still like fresh. So I just want to put this out there. The world mourns, and I'm angry. I'm angry because I genuinely wanted to see Cobra succeed. Everybody who ever saw his videos, anyone who's ever interacted with him like in person or whatever, wanted him to succeed. And as much as I am sad, the anger comes from a place knowing that if he applied himself, anger's come from a place knowing that if he just relaxed on the drinking, he not only would still be here, he would be a bedrock. He would be a spearhead for more movements than any of us would be fully able to understand. It just sucks because, like, sure, we talked about this and no one took it seriously, but I was hoping it would happen. I'm pretty sure everyone else was hoping it would happen, and the fact that it didn't happen is just like, great, cool, awesome. The one guy, the one person we wanted to see grow up to old age, given the context of the community, given the context everyone talks about, lolcows. I'm not going to I'm sorry to even use that term in that context, but the fact that he was one of those people on the internet that we wanted to see do well is gone is frustrating. It's frustrating. It's devastating. And I don't know what else to say. I don't know what else to really contribute to this. I hope and pray for his family. I hope and pray that, like, this isn't just going to be like just something that comes and goes. That we recognize what we lost. We recognize what's still around. We recognize that we lost someone who did more for us than we can really put into words, that I can put into words. I don't have the words. I'm not going to sit here and say that Cobra, like, changed my life and impacted me in this way. He didn't. But at the same time, he was an autistic person who went through a lot of the same things I went through. But who, like me, also had a loving father who was his rock, who carried him on through his life, who made sure that he was looked after, that he was taken care of, that he was guided through those dark times in his childhood and even into his adulthood. I'll be honest, I'm kind of jealous because, like, I had a good relationship with my dad before he died, but at the same time, I could see a connection stronger between his father and him that kind of lacked between me and my dad. Because my dad drank. I drink. And now he's gone. And, like, I guess he's with his idol. He's with Ozzy, so that's great. But it's not because he's not here. So I'm sorry if this is like a venting video, but I'm putting this out there. I'm putting this out to say that it's. I want to go back in time. I want to go back in time, and just because this isn't real. None of this is real. I refuse to believe he's actually gone. I know he is. I'm not trying to diminish that. It just sucks. it really sucks to like, given everything that's also happening in the world, this takes it. This, only thing we can do is keep moving on, man. Only thing we can do is just keep fighting. Only thing we can do is learn from this. Learn from this loss. I don't know. I'm sorry this is coming across a certain way. I'm not trying to take anything away from this. But I wanted to make something because a number of other people that I've cared about have died. No. I wanted to make something because, again, there's not a whole lot of autistic representation, one. And I believe Joshua Sanders provided that kind of representation for people like myself, where we're not so far into the spectrum that we're like Chris Chan, where we can't even operate with some sort of guidance, but at the same time we go through those kind of struggles or social struggles. You know, and unlike a lot of the people, like, I'm not going to give names, but you know who they are. If you're in this community, you know who I'm talking about. The kind of people who are on the spectrum but just are complete fools. Cobra was one who wasn't. He had some weird ideas and he did some things that didn't make a whole lot of sense. But at the same time, he knew the difference between right and wrong. At the same time, he was a rock for a lot of people, and I don't even think he fully realized that. But I know his dad did, and everyone else who poured into him realized that. And it's just, it's saddening. It's terrible. Pardon my French, but it's fucking infuriating. And just speaking for myself here, I knew he could have done better. I knew he could have become something more than the world thought, than even he maybe thought. And now he's gone. We'll never see the clock tower. We'll never see, you know, any more crazy food hacks or combos or whatever. We're never going to see him make any kind of music or any kind of tributes. No, he's just gone. And a whole lot of people, some people, from what little I've seen of his legacy, have actively tried to destroy him. And I really think, and myself included, I probably should have done. I don't know what I could have done. I don't know what most of us could have done. But I think we all could have done something to prevent this from happening. And now it's too late. So that's it. I miss him. It sucks that he's gone, and like everyone says, the wrong cow died. Hail to the king.